Good afternoon and welcome to the Windsor Star's Net News at Noon. Lots of breaking news this morning, folks. This just in, Canada has offered to pay up to $550 million to help encourage the state of Michigan to build a new downriver bridge, the DRIC bridge. Okay, we're going to have more information on that, including PDFs of a letter from Baird to Granholm in tomorrow's paper. And as well, Windsor police have made 2 arrests in connection with the stabbing at a Wyandotte West Street strip club that sent a man to hospital with multiple wounds, including a punctured lung. And Colonel Russell Williams, we're having a tour here, folks. Loving it. Come see the Star. Colonel Russell Williams, a military man who's facing multiple murder and sexual assault charges, has been charged with, get this, an additional 82 counts of burglary-related charges. And big stories, guys, in today's paper. Make sure you check it out. A grade 1 teacher is facing gun charges after being arrested at King Edward School in connection with the bust of an East Side grow-op that netted 900 marijuana plants and more than $550 million. Guns seized during the probe included a loaded 12-gauge and a Ruger-scoped rifle. And great news, folks, for a downtown that needs it. A London developer, Shmuel Farhi, is talking big about his plans for the downtown core. He's bought the parking garage next to the Star. Remember, he got the land next to the art gallery in that land swap for the East End Arena where the Spits play. And he hinted at big plans today in a story with the Star. He didn't reveal too much, but said there's some exciting things coming up. And folks, later today, Canada's former top soldier, Rick Hillier, is going to be speaking at the Caboto Club, the new Canada Trust headquarters. She's going to open downtown, and another candidate is expected to throw their hand into the Ward 10 race. So check back later for details. And the Spits, of course, they're in action game 2 against the Colts tonight in Barrie, looking to take a 2-game lead in the best of 7 series. And we've got a story in today's paper. The coaches are looking for the grinders to step up and shoulder some of the the burden that's been taken on by Taylor Hall and Ryan Ellis and some of the superstars. They stepped up in game 1. Hopefully they'll do it again. We're going to be live blogging it like we always do, beginning about 7:30. Make sure you check it out. We're going to bring in Dave Hall here now. Hey guys, how are you? Say hi to the camera.
Hi.
Yo. What school are you guys from?
Academy St. Cecile.
There you go.
All right, cool.
Okay. Awesome. Listen, so this is Dave Hall, guys. He's our business reporter, and he's written a really cool story today about a bunch of local inventors who appear on the CB show, The Dragon's Den.
Right.
So, Dave, tell us about that.
Well, there's 4 of them this time around, and Windsor seems to have had their fair share of Dragon's Den contestants, if you will, who essentially pitch an idea that they've developed and hope for some investment in their company by these high-profile investors. This time we've got four of them locally. John Columba, who's invented an accident scene barrier tape to help keep gawkers away from accident scenes. We've got Danny Sauvé, who's developing a tabletop checker pool game that's been played in his family for 40 years, so he's hoping to put that together. We've got Chris Murphy, who's come up with an idea to have a loadable gift card for retirement and education funds instead of giving cash.
Start saving now, guys. Tuition just went up for university the other day, so this might be a good one for you. Okay, that's a very cool idea.
Yeah. And finally we have Tim Trelevan, who's developed what he calls an eco camper, and you can hook it up behind your bicycle. There's 2 models. There's a two-person camper, which is solar powered, has lights, DVD players, and the whole deal. And he has another one which is for individuals. You hook it up behind your bike and hit the road.
Okay, now you've done a lot of these stories. Like I know this Kerry Lucier guy, he works at the casino, like he invented the blackjack game. Seems to be a lot of inventors in Windsor that are gunning for the Dragon's Den. Something in the water, like what's going on?
You don't know. I mean, it's hard to put your finger on it, but Windsor does seem to have at least had its fair share of these kinds of individuals. And I think maybe it's partly the economy. People are looking to either supplement their income, replace their income after they've been laid off. You've got a lot of skilled trades kind of guys in this area that can do these kinds of things on their own. There's a lot of shops here that can help them out with prototypes. So I think that's part of it, and just the fact that it just seemed to be an entrepreneurial spirit alive and well in Windsor.
Okay, and we're going to switch gears here for a second. Dave used to cover the OHL like crazy, rode the bus with the Spits. What do you think yesterday? Tyler Seguin, he gets the nod as OHL Player of the Year over Taylor Hall, even though sort of Taylor Hall and the Spits, we swept them, we knocked them out, and all of that. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's one of those things, again, it depends what you're looking for. I mean, it's the scouts that have ranked him number 1, and you can argue that. And the award that Sagan won yesterday was from OHL writers and broadcasters. Maybe they're a little bit cynical, maybe they're just a little bit tired of hearing about Taylor Hall. I think he deserved it. He got just as many points in fewer games, proved himself to be a more valuable player, I think, to his team. Although, in fairness to Sagan, he was playing with a team that had a much less of a supporting cast.
Okay. Listen, you guys Spitfires fans?
Yeah.
Very good. Can you guys do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you repeat something after me?
Sure.
You say, online and on your porch, we're the Windsor Star. Can you do that? Online.
On the porch, we're the Windsor Star.
Cool, guys.